Hello, I'm Luca De Giglio, and this is the Web3 in Travel podcast, where you can learn about crypto, blockchain, and how the new internet will change travel. Welcome, everyone. We have today Antonio Picozzi from Takyon. Takyon is an Italian startup which is experimenting. I like to say experimenting, but you're pretty ahead actually what you're doing with NFT bookings. We met them in Porto last year at the conference, and they presented there. So I'm really curious to know how things have progressed. I know they have progressed. But let's start, Antonio, with a very, very basic explanation of what Takyon is. And welcome to the podcast.
Ciao, Luca. Thank you a lot for the invitation. Very happy to be here. Let's start with if I have to summarize what we are doing, we are actually empowering people to resell unused hotel bookings. So in doing this, we are basically doing two main things. The first one is we created a new rate, which we call the reselable rate, that you as a customer can book directly on the hotel's website. So you go there as a usual, let's say, direct booking. You go there, you book the resellable rate, which is a prepaid non-refundable rate that you can resell on Takyon. So after the booking, you receive an email from Takyon, and you can connect to our marketplace and buy and sell the booking as you are used to with a physical good. So these are the two main things we are doing. The first one is the resellable rate. We tokenize the booking, and we have created this marketplace, so a secondary market, where you can buy and sell the bookings.
All right. So I go on the hotel's website. I go as a normal, the normal hotel website. I find all these rates plus a new rate, which is called resellable rate. Mm-hmm. I choose that one because, I like it. Maybe I want to resell it. Maybe I'm not sure I'm going to be able to go, whatever. And I book it normally with my credit card, my login, my password, etc. And then I get an email from you, from Takyon. And that email basically tells me, this is your resellable token now. Is that an NFT or a token?
It's an NFT.
An NFT, okay. And then I have an NFT. Great. Okay, let's go ahead.
Yeah, so actually we are not adding a new rate. We are replacing the classic non-refundable one.
So sorry, I forgot to put my microphone here. So give me a second. Maybe I'm gonna improve a bit low. Yeah. So apologies for that.
No problem.
The hotel is not using the you said resellable or you said cancelable?
The non-refundable.
The non-refundable, yeah. So the hotel won't present any non-refundable rates anymore?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the non-refundable are becoming resellable.
Okay.
So you as a customer, you go there and you find that you have just two options. Let's say the classic view, the resellable right now and the refundable. So you don't have anymore the non-refundable one.
Okay, which is the hardest on the customer. So from the customer point of view, it becomes more flexible by default.
Exactly. Okay. The same price, let's say, of the non-refundable, but you can resell it. So
that's because the hotel is non-refundable. They get the money anyway, right? So you as a guest, you get the risk not to be able to come or resell it. But with the non-refundable, I get the risk anyway. If I cancel, I cancel, right? Okay.
Exactly.
And I don't get the money back. I see. Yeah. All right.
So in this way, we can make more appealing, let's say, the classic prepaid non-refundable for the customers. So you can one of the advantage for the hotel is to convert more customers from the refundable to the prepaid non-refundable. So having a huge increase in the cash flow management because you have your money before, and that money are guaranteed, no? Because that's actually a non-refundable one. So continuing on the customer journey, let's say, so you receive the email with the NFT, and that's all in a Web2 environment. So you connect to Takyon. You have the classic social login, or you can have the registration of your account. and then you pay by credit card. So in this way.
Oh, like apologies to interrupt you here. So I went to the website of the hotel and I asked for the resellable rate, but the payment, the purchase happens after that. Happens in Takyon. Okay.
No. The payment is only on the hotel's website.
So I paid already. I get an email, and then I do what again in Takyon?
You go on Takyon, like you connect to our marketplace. So you can connect your account to a social login, or you can make the classic registration. And then if you want to resell it, you can resell it, and you can buy and sell on Takyon using fiat currency.
Okay, so that I just bought an NFT, which represents my knights, and I probably am going to try to resell it. Maybe I put it double price and see what happens. But I probably won't buy one right now, right? So, okay. So on Takyon, you have the marketplace, the secondary marketplace.
Exactly. It's just a secondary marketplace, Takyon. So it's not a booking platform. The booking is made, let's say, on a B2B2C business model. So directly on the hotel's website. Then you go on Takyon just for reselling your booking or for buying a booking which has been put on sale by another customer. And so this is all, let's say, in a Web2 customer experience, because we do believe that right now that should be the way to target the mass market, which is actually our market. We are using NFT and blockchain has the best tech infrastructure to create this secondary marketplace. And also, of course, that's for the mass market. So that's the classic user experience. Plus, if you are a Web3 user, you can go on Takyon. You have to do the social login or the registration because we need your data to be sent to the hotel. But then you can connect your wallet, and you can receive your NFT. So we are actually, of course, creating an NFT.
When does this happen exactly? When is the NFT minted? What moment exactly?
At the booking, when you pay on the hotel's website.
Okay.
So we receive the information from the booking, and we create the NFT, and we send it through the email, let's say. Then, if you're a Web3 user, you can connect, of course, your wallet. You can take your NFT, and you can, of course, exchange it on different marketplaces. We are using Polygon as our blockchain. So all the marketplaces powered by Polygon, you can actually resell it, for instance, on OpenSea, or peer-to-peer to other wallets. So you can do that. We are not focusing on that, but you can do that. We do believe that right now it should be, so we call our solution a Web 2.5. So it's like Web 2 experience with Web 3 technologies.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say from the point of view of the classic customer who doesn't have a wallet, there's no talk about wallet and seed phrases and stuff. It's a login and password experience. And that's the main target because most people are like this, right? What happens when I, as a Web2 user, let's say I list my NFT in your marketplace. Behind the scenes, you are listing it how? Like through a Web3? Is it moving something or not? Like the NFT gets listed on a smart contract or not in that case?
Yeah, it is just, let's say, on a Web3 experience. So like the classic experience always starts from the Web2. Right. So we create NFT. We have this NFT in our, let's say, Takyon main wallet, where we have all the NFT. And then if you connect your wallet and ask for the NFT, we transfer it to you.
And so if I don't connect, it stays in your wallet, not in the smart contract. It's in the wallet, right?
In the wallet.
Okay. Yeah. And then if I sell it, let's say, let's forget the Web3 user now. The Web3 user sells the NFT to somebody else, and the NFT gets transferred. Do we have a blockchain transfer too? An on-chain transfer? Yeah. Behind the scenes. So you have a system which acts in the name of the Web3 user. It's a custodian system. Exactly. But you actually move, you mirror the NFT transfer. That actually happens. You pay for the gas, etc. Right?
Exactly. We pay. Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were talking about how the NFT actually is created, how is the exchange between Web3 users. So I mean, if you're a Web2 user, you just you can even not understand what you're doing. So it's like a Web2 classic user experience. We just store your NFT within our wallet, and that's it. So of course, the exchange between Web2 users, it's just on a Web2 space. So the NFT, it's always within our wallet. If you're a Web3 user, you can like exchange your NFT out from Takyon. So you don't need to be on Takyon. And we have all the information within the NFT to make you able to have the redemption. So to enjoy the stay, we have this function which we call the redemption. So before the check-in, you have to go on the link that we have within the NFT, and you just have to put your name and email that we then communicate to the hotel, so they know at the check-in who is actually the final owner of that NFT. So you as a user can just go there and tell your name, and that's it for the check-in.
Okay. So I guess what really makes it a success or not is the secondary marketplace activity. How do you see that? I mean, if I know that buying a reselable NFT, there's actually a market where I have chances to sell, then it's interesting. If there's no market, maybe not, right? So how do you see this going? I suppose there's not much at the moment, but how do you see this secondary marketplace development in general?
Yeah, no, that's super true. So that's the main, let's say, innovation. So and we are actually right now we have a 2.5% resell rate. So from the total amount of bookings that we made, which are around 250K of the value of the bookings that we made as a resellable bookings, we had a 2.5% resell rate. So we are talking in numbers about around 6-7 NFTs. So it's not a lot, of course. We do expect a 5 to 10% resell rate. So we still, I mean, our idea is to create something that actually brings value. So not like something that is speculative, but something that you cannot go and you just put your booking there. Then, I mean, of course, you can make money, but we are not targeting that behavior as the first one. And like for incentivizing the secondary market, we are putting in place 3 different strategies. We don't want to work on the paid advertising field, because I mean we will lose for sure that game. There are a lot of competitors which spend like billion in that activities. So the first layer is the peer-to-peer, of course, transaction. And for incentivizing that, we have created this reward system where you, as a resellable rate buyer, we send you an email with some credits, let's say some internal tokens, but are actually credits that you can use on Takyon. So we give you for free like 20, 30 euros of credits just to bring you within our platform and make you see what is on sale right now. Because I mean, I do believe that the competitive advantage is quite easy to understand. So you go on Takyon because you pay less. That's it. I mean, we also have the data about the current, like the reselling price. How is the reselling price versus the market price? So if it's like minus 20%, minus 30%, so you can have an idea if you are buying something that it's lower the market value or not. So like considering this key competitive advantage, we are working first of all on the peer-to-peer, so with this reward system. The second layer is the hotel buyback. So we are creating this feature where hotels can buy back the bookings in a very easy way. Why? Because I mean, like, let's consider this example. I put on January a booking for 100 euros. The check-in is on June. Then on April, I understand I cannot go anymore. I have to resell it. And in April, the hotel is selling the NFT, the booking for, I don't know, like 150 euros. So if I put that on sale for 100 euros, 110 euros, me as an hotel, I can be interested in buy back that booking and make it available again on my primary market, no, on my direct channel. So I can make that margin. So this is the second feature. The last one is, let's say we call it a guaranteed resell feature. So we know that there will be some hard to resell bookings, and we want to make this system actually, we want to make your booking actually resellable. So you can resell it anytime to Takyon. We are giving you back around from 20% to 40% of the booking value, but we are giving it back to you as credits that you can use on Takyon. In this way, we are like solving the reselling issue for you, and we are transforming you into a potential buyer of the marketplace. So these are the strategies that we are using, like with paid advertising 0, to create this first secondary market.
These credits you mentioned, are they represented by a token?
Right now, no, but we have the idea to.
Okay, so they are not volatile. The value in euro doesn't change. Okay.
Exactly.
Let's talk a bit of numbers in general. So you mentioned the number of bookings, and so let's please see where you stand in terms of numbers at the moment in general.
Yeah, so we started working on Takyon on January last year. We did some experiments, and then we found this, let's say, Web 2.5 balance, and we launched the resellable rate on October. So we are actually live since October. It's more or less than 5 months. And right now we sold more than 250K of resellable rate. So this is, let's say, we call it the gross booking, the maximum.
That's a huge number. Who bought this? How did you do that?
Yeah, that's a huge number. We are working right now with around 30 hotels. Okay. So let's see. I mean, for us, it's quite easy, I would say, to make these numbers, because that's for us a sales effort. So we go to the hotel, we commit the hotel to transform the non-refundable into a resellable, and that's it. I mean, we don't do anything, let's say, on a marketing point of view, to have these bookings, because, I mean, you as a customer, you go there, you go on the hotel's website, you find the resellable rate, and you buy that, and you book that rate. So we have no, let's say, leverage on that. So we have just the sales leverage to commit more hotels. So that's actually our what we should work on, like having more hotels selling the resellable rate.
Is it easy for the hotel to accept this? What are the issues?
To be honest, it's not that hard. I mean, because it's quite easy. I mean, we worked a lot on that. So to make the hotels understand what we are proposing. So we started, as I said, on January, talking about NFTs and blockchain, and they were kind of scared about what we were proposing. Then we just changed the word. So we started talking about resellable booking, even if it's the same product, but it started working. So, I mean, they understand what they are selling. So they can easily understand that they are giving to the customer an added value. So they can like resell the booking. And to be honest, let's say the main advantages that the hotels actually like a lot are: the first one is the possibility to improve the cash flow management, as I said. So when they sell, they just receive the cash flow it's guaranteed, it's in that moment. So, and that's not easy for the resell when you like have a non-refundable and a refundable, because usually you have the non-refundable booked like I don't want to say last minute, but more or less, yes. Instead, with this new feature, you can sell more non-refundable even in advance, like 6 months in advance. We are seeing like bookings with even a year in advance as a non-refundable booking, which is actually pretty cool. So that's the main advantage. The second one is that let's imagine this situation. So you as a customer, you go on booking.com and you find that that booking is, let's say, costs 100 euros. It's a prepaid non-refundable one. Then use like a usual customer experience. You go checking on the hotel's website. If you're looking for some advantages, of course, no, on the hotel's website to buy there versus booking.com, and you find that the same reservation costs 100 euros, but it's prepaid, non-refundable, resellable. So this can be a competitive advantage that, of course, cannot bring more traffic on the hotel's website, but can bring more conversion because you are giving an added value to the customers. So this is the second main point for the hotels. And of course, the third one is represented by the possibility to create this new revenue stream coming from the secondary market. So the hotels for the booking pays a 2% commission. That's all the costs of working with Takyon. So they just pay 2% commission. And on the resale, the customers, which is actually reselling the booking on our secondary market, pays 5% commissions. Of this 5%, 2.5 goes back to the hotels. So we are also creating a new revenue stream for them from the secondary market. So these are the three main advantages. They are, to be honest, pretty clear to the hotels. The main blocker right now for us is that the hospitality market, it's very traditional. That's the reality. So it's not a matter of, I mean, of course, we have to make some fine tuning, of course, that's for sure. But the biggest blocker is it's actually that they are not used to have a secondary market. They don't like, they have to be used to this secondary market that exists in a lot of industry, not in the travel industry.
I'm sure they're gonna tell you what happens if people buy cheap to sell high. So they're probably against the speculators, are they? Or how do they see this potential market?
That's one of the main topic. So they wanna margin on their bookings. They don't wanna make people make like profit on their bookings. That's the first one. The second one is it's more a matter of like controlling the inventory. Even if right now hotels don't have the full control over the inventory, because there is something that goes to the tour operator, the OTA, and so on. But they feel that with Takyon, they can add a new, of course, channel where they don't control the inventory. So that's the second one. But I think it's more, a thought than a reality, of course, because they are already doing that. So these are the two blockers, let's say, for them.
What about from the guest point of view? I mean, I'm sure you can talk to the hotels and actually get, their perspective. Talking to guests is probably a bit more difficult. What do you think the guests are doing actually when they're buying this or when they're not buying?
With our system, you as an hotel can talk to any guest, which is like any owner of the bookings, because you have to put your, if you're a Web2 users, which is actually right now the 100% of the market. So you have to connect to Takyon, you have to make the social login, you have to give us your email. So when you buy on Takyon, we have your email linked to the bookings. So we communicate to the hotel, we give to the hotel a dashboard where they can like see all the NFTs that we created with the new name of the owner, the new email, so they can communicate to these new guests. So that's very easy for them to have a true pre-stay experience with all of the users, which have bought that NFT. So that's quite easy, and also like in terms of communication with the guests about the resellable booking, it's also quite easy because it's a clear, let's say, idea. You know, it's not we did I think an artwork like making this very easy for the customers and for the hotels, and I do believe that that's what gave us the possibility to make that numbers right now. So to be clear, to be very, to have a very easy customer experience, very smooth. So like current with what you as a customer are doing right now. So we are not creating a new channel. You just go on the hotel's website and you book there. So it's very easy for you. Then we add a new, let's say, a new part of the game. So the secondary market. But you are not starting from the secondary market. You are starting from the primary market. And that's also, I mean, our strategy, you know, to put people within our secondary market, always starting from there, starting from who bought the resellable rate.
And can I see the secondary market, see what's happening? Is it visible in some way?
Right now, no. So you as a customer, you just go on Takyon and you can see if there are bookings on sale. You can even make an offer for bookings which are not on sale. So you can, like, you know which is the booking value. You can just go there and you can make an offer, and me as a customer can accept or not that offer, even if I'm not selling the NFT, the booking. But yes, right now we don't have, let's say, analytics and statistics about data bookings, but we will add that.
So I'm in your page exchange, right? I have buy now your next stay. This is buy on Takyon. This is you selling in the name of the hotel. Is that correct?
We are selling it in the name of the customer.
Oh, this is a resell, buy on Takyon?
Yeah, that's a customer which put that on sale.
Oh, okay. So if I click on the first one, which is a Hotel Palazzo Vittorio in Venice, I click on it, I see available on Takyon, buy on Takyon. I see the description of the picture of the hotel, and then I see the date, 1 to 4th March, 4 adults, kind of room, price. This booking can be resold, and I go to check out, and I pay an extra processing fee. You mentioned it before. I have to log in now and process. So I'm rebuying an NFT here. So I'm rebuying a booking. Exactly. Okay, not very clear, to be honest.
Okay.
And make an offer. There's another section, make an offer for other traveler stays. What is this? Discover. Discover and make an offer. This is these people who didn't put it for sale, but I can make an offer. Is that correct?
Exactly, correct.
So let's say I'm a customer, I bought one for 1,149 euro, and then somebody can come and make an offer for 1,500. I get an email and say, oh, I can resell this and book somewhere else.
Exactly.
Okay, so there's two sections here. One, I'm buying NFTs from people who put them for sale, and one, I'm making offers to NFTs for people who didn't put them for sale but could get an offer anytime. Okay,
exactly.
I get it now. I understand. Okay.
Yeah. No, I know we are, to be honest, working hard on that. So we are making a lot of fine tuning. So like we launched this new website 2 weeks ago, and we already changed the marketplace, I think 10 times, because we are finding the best way to communicate these two options. So you can buy something that has been already put on sale, you can make an offer, but you have some dates, of course, specific dates, but we don't have a huge inventory right now. So we are understanding how to make this very clear and visual for the customers. And that's, I mean, the hardest part of the marketplace right now, because it's quite huge. It's quite new, so we don't have specific competitors to look at. But yeah, it's interesting, to be honest.
Well, I won't give any suggestions because I come from the Web3, and what I would tell you is like, do it as Web3 NFT marketplaces do it. So like, OpenSea, make it clear that this person is selling, and make it clear that this person is not selling, but you can make an offer. But that's Web3. So, and that could be even worse. But yeah, so, but going right now, I couldn't understand what I was doing. The buy on Takyon, I was actually rebuying an NFT from somebody else, and so of course there's a lot of space for improvement. Okay, I see. Interesting. Is there anything else? Because I keep interrupting you. I want to understand every single part. So anything else you want to add?
No, I mean, so as I said, like for us right now, also to give you an overview of what we are doing, we sold 100K in Q4 of 2022. And then we sold just on January 120K. So actually just in a month, we did more than what we did on the quarter before. And then on February, we are doing more than January. So, I mean, we are actually increasing the numbers. We are happy about that. Of course, our driver is represented by the number of hotels that are selling the resellable rate. That's what is driving our growth, of course. But that's our focus right now, because we do believe that we should, first of all, focus on making this resellable rate available on as many hotels as possible. And we're working both in Italy and Spain in doing that. So we are not just focusing on Italy, we are focusing on Italy and Spain, but we are like looking at new opportunities within the hotels market. And then we will focus more on the secondary market. So to be honest, right now it's the time to make inventory, and then we focus on the demand side of the marketplace. So that's in terms of numbers. But yeah, I mean, I do believe that, to be honest, but that's my view. Of course, I know you're more from the true Web3 space. I mean, no more from, you are from the true Web3 space, and I know that can be a mixed solution, because we are using Web3 technologies, but I mean, it's in a full Web2 space for Web2 customers. So it's quite strong, the Web2 experience. But I do believe that, I mean, that's right now, if you want to target the mass market, you should do something like that right now.
I fully agree. I changed my mind. This is the only way to do things today. Web2 experience. Yeah, with Web3 exit, like you want your NFT on your wallet, go ahead. It's a real NFT on chain, but it's Web2, 100%. So Web2.5. I'm looking at I think it is your smart contract. I found on OpenSea Takyon. There's a Takyon version 3. And there's like 412 items. I suppose this is you, right? And I see there's minting happening all the time. Last one 43 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Would that be you?
Yeah. I think, yeah, that's us. Yeah.
So we can actually see, and that's a good point. We can see that actually people are minting these NFTs. And yeah, we see exactly what's happening. This is very interesting.
We are minting the NFT. So we as Takyon, we are, let's say, minting the NFT. We are guaranteeing, in this way, we can guarantee that all the NFT has the same standard. Because, I mean, you buy that on a Web2 space, no? So you don't have to connect a wallet. So we are the only one that can mint.
Of course, you do it for the guest.
Yeah, for the customer, yeah.
So I see mint and then I see lock. What is lock?
Locked is when you cannot resell it anymore. So it's like if the check-in already passed, so you are over the check-in, so you cannot resell.
The NFT after the check-in becomes locked, and me as a guest, I can keep it.
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
What will be the transfer? Will I find any transfer transactions in this list?
Right now you cannot find anything, because I mean we did all the resale on a Web2 for the Web2
So the
customers.
NFT didn't actually move.
Yeah, exactly. On a Web3, on a Web3 point of view, no.
But if I'm a Web3 user and I use the Web2 interface, it still doesn't move. It moves only if I withdraw the NFT and I put it for sale on a marketplace.
Exactly.
Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so all right. You're raising?
Yeah, we're raising. Right now we are closing, let's say, this first tranche of our funding round. So right now we are closing around 200 and 250K. Like part of this comes from an accelerator, which is called FinPlastech. It's an Italian one. It's mainly fintech. So it's promoted by Cassa Depositi e Prestiti, Startup Bootcamp, Digital Magics, and some financial institutions. Plus, we have some business angels and small funds, also Web3 fund, which is actually funding us in this first part of the round. And then by end of June, we will close this first pre-seed round. We want to raise around 1 million euros. So we have an additional 700K to be closed. I mean, I'm already in talk, so, but yeah, as every startup, we should have more money just to be faster, because as we said, this secondary market can work if there is inventory. To create inventory, we should have more hotels selling the reselable rate. So it's a matter of like going fast and making this bigger.
Would it make sense to actually integrate not only with hotels but with channel managers, PMS, or the people who have a lot of bookings in their inventory?
So to be honest, we are working with booking engines, but it's more like for us to automate the NFT creation. I mean, you can see the evolution of Takyon on 2 levels. So the first one is on the hotels, like going on an European level. So like Spain, France, Germany, and you can go on. And we know that there are more than 200K hotels in Europe. So it's quite huge. And we are working, we did that numbers right now with only 25 hotels. So, I mean, the market is quite big. And that's the first expansion. The second one is working on different, like the same travel industry, let's say, but on a different, with different players. So you can think about the airlines, you can think about trains, you can think about also restaurants, like high-level restaurants that have a value, that their reservation has a value. So Michelin hotels. So, I mean, we see many opportunities to expand that business, but right now we want to focus on the hotels, of course. Yeah.
So this plays perfectly well in the narrative that Web3 is a technology which can empower direct bookings. It is not a technology, as I was thinking at the beginning, like to do, it's a technology that allows you to do alternative OTAs with less fees. And I think we're going to get there one day, but there's so many things which need to happen before that. But it is a technology which allows direct bookings. It makes direct bookings more interesting for the user. And so it's really, again, it's bringing back the power to the hotel, the Airbnb host or whatever. So anyone who has something to sell in travel, by giving them tools to make their direct bookings easier, better. So it's really nice to see this happening, and it's really good to see that you're actually getting bookings. This is, in terms of Web3 empowering real world use case, this is one of the most interesting I've seen so far, because there's concrete evidence of bookings, and it also confirms the narrative. Forget pure Web3 for now. The market is not there. We have to find a middle ground, which is very well explained in the word 2.5, because users are on Web 2. That's where we get them. That's where we can serve them. So yeah, you are confirming that, the hunch I had about Takyon, that he's doing something concrete, right? Great. So we don't have much time left. Do you have anything you want to add?
I mean, I totally agree with your last words. So yeah, I do believe that I already said that, but just to make more focus, right now, like Web3 project, we started that as a Web3 project in January, and then we moved to let's say a Web2 experience, and I do believe that should be what Web3 projects needs to do if they want to target, of course, the mass market. So if they want to create innovation and they want to create innovation for the whole world, they should do that, like exploiting the technology. So creating these new opportunities, as we are doing with, this new sense of ownership related to the booking. So you have your booking and you can do whatever you want. You want to resell it. You want to take back from Takyon and resell on another marketplace, just do that. So that's the idea, but you cannot do that right now in a with a Web3 experience if you want to be mass market. And I do believe that right now, big innovation should be mass market. So I mean, also my suggestion for what we are doing right now is to create this more solution Web 2.5, so exploiting technology, but making the innovation very easy to be used by users.
From the Web3 user point of view, this is also actually good, because if I buy an NFT, so I buy some nights as an NFT, I have some extra power compared to the Web2 user. I can go on OpenSea or other platforms, and I will sell them. I will be able to sell there only if there's a real Web2 market. So if there's enough people buying, enough hotels selling, and there's a secondary marketplace. So it's one of those cases in which, yes, it's a Web 2.5 system, but because I'm a Web3 user and I know how to do things, I have advantages, and that would increase adoption, because the Web 2.5 user who uses Takyon understands that if they learn to use a wallet, they can sell better. They can even, maybe make some money, because I know hotels don't like it, but the speculative aspect is gonna come as soon as this becomes big enough and it goes Web3. Web3 is there for speculates about everything, so they're gonna speculate about these NFTs even after they're locked, I suppose. So yeah, so it's really interesting. Thank you for taking the time to explain that. Let me remind that we have the Web3 in Travel conference on the 15th of May in Barcelona. You have applied. Tomorrow we have this call in which we decide, and I can say this like on record. I'm sure you're gonna be part of it. So let's meet again in Barcelona, if not before. And thank you very much, Antonio, for that.
Thank you, Luca. Very happy to be here. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And we're done. Thank you for listening to this episode. For more insights, follow me on Twitter at tripluca, TRIPLUCA. If you enjoy my podcast and want to support it, head on to podcast.web3intravel.com, 3 is a digit, and mint an NFT. If you want to sponsor it, you can do it at the same page. I will mention you in the podcast, and your name will appear on all donation NFTs for a while. Thank you, and ciao.